Hello. Today is October 31st, Halloween. I'm going to read a little bit about Halloween, its origins and where it started from. It has its roots in ancient pre-Christian Celtic festival. It's the Celtic festival of Samhain, Samhain, if I'm pronouncing it right or wrong, I don't know. It was celebrated on the night of October 31st. The Celts, who lived 2,000 years ago in the area that is now Ireland, the United Kingdom, and northern France, believed that the dead returned to earth on Samhain, on that day. On the sacred night, people would gather to light bonfires, offer sacrifices, and pay homage to the dead. What's interesting, though, if you didn't know this, is although it's unknown precisely where and when the phrase trick or treat was coined, the custom had been firmly established in American popular culture by 1951. That's when trick-or-treating was depicted in the Peanuts comic strip. And then a year later, in 1952, Disney produced a cartoon called Trick or Treat, featuring Donald Duck and his nephews Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Now, by the 19th century, Christianity had spread into Celtic lands, where it gradually blended with and supplanted older pagan rites. In 1000 AD, the church designated November 2nd as All Souls Day, a day for honoring the dead. Celebrations in England resembled Celtic commemorations of Samhain, complete with bonfires and masquerades. Poor people would visit the houses of wealthier families and receive pastries called soul cakes, in exchange for a promise to pray for the souls of the homeowner's dead relatives, known as souling. The practice was later taken up by children who would go from door to door asking for gifts such as food, money, and ale. Ale, beer. Imagine that. Imagine if this did today. Your kids go out trick-or-treating, they get a bag full of candy and then a couple 6-packs of, your favorite beer or something. It's like, I'm going to sit here, I was going to drink a 6-pack while you guys go eat the candy. It's like, the parents got to have something too, I was like, ale. It's like, that's something else. In Scotland and Ireland, young people took part in a tradition called guising, dressing up in costume and accepting offerings from various households. Rather than pledging to pray for the dead, they would sing a song, recite a poem, tell a joke, or perform another sort of trick before collecting their treat, which typically consisted of fruits or nuts or coins. Now, I'm going to do that today. I'm going to show you a trick right here. I have here a box with dragons on it. As you can see, I'm going to open up the box here. Show you the inside of the box. And do a little bit of magic here. A little bit of hocus pocus. And voila! We have the treats. We just did a trick, and now we have some treats, a bunch of M&Ms here. Now, another thing that happened on this day, back in 1926, was a man by the name of Harry Houdini. I have him on my shirt right now. Passed away. He died. I'm going to show you how he died here. I got a little book here that's going to show you. A little picture of him right here. A drawing of him being punched by somebody. Now, why did this person punch him? Did he do something wrong? No, this is what happened. On October 22nd, 1926, Houdini was in Montreal, Canada, and some students came to his dressing room and asked if it was true that he was so strong he could take a punch without being hurt. Houdini said it was true. Then, before he could tighten his stomach muscles, one student punched him a few times. Houdini fell. Houdini was severely injured but still performed that day and the next. But on October 24th, 1926, he collapsed. The blows to his stomach had ruptured his appendix, which became inflamed and infected. A few days later, lying on a hospital bed, he whispered, "I'm tired of fighting. Guess this thing's going to get me." October 31st, 1926, Harry Houdini died. His body was sent home to New York City on November 4th, 1926. More than 2,000 people attended his funeral. He was exceptional, a unique personality, the rabbi said at the service. Besides that, he was one of the noblest and sweetest of men. This is a drawing of everybody visiting Harry Houdini for his funeral. So hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching.